Imagine seeking for years, searching the world for something profound, only to realize the greatest treasure lies within you. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most revered Stoic philosophers, believed this, and his words echo through the ages. In this video, we'll explore his wisdom and reveal what he considered the greatest source of strength and peace. Trust me, you'll never find anything better than this. By the end of this journey, you'll uncover the single most transformative insight from Marcus Aurelius that can change how you approach every moment of your life. Marcus Aurelius was more than just an emperor. He was a philosopher whose inner reflections were compiled in his book Meditations, written not for the public, but for himself. Through these writings, we gain intimate access to a ruler's thoughts as he grappled with power, responsibility, and the fragility of life. At the core of his philosophy is one idea: external events don't determine our happiness, it's our response to them. In the noise and chaos of the Roman Empire, Aurelius found solace not in wealth or power, but in self-control, reason, and understanding the nature of things. He teaches us that we must not depend on external things, fame, fortune, or even the validation of others, for inner peace. These are fleeting, but there's something deeper, something far more lasting, that can be cultivated. Marcus Aurelius calls the mind a fortress. Imagine this. No matter what happens in the external world, whether people criticize you, fortune deserts you, or pain strikes, the one place that remains impenetrable is your mind. A man's life is what his thoughts make of it, Aurelius famously wrote. The mind is your true kingdom, not subject to the whims of others or the chaos of the world. It is here, in this mental fortress, that you find the most valuable thing, the ability to choose how you interpret and react to life's events. This realization, that the greatest power you possess is within, changes everything. Nothing external can touch the sanctity of your inner world unless you allow it to. This is what Aurelius discovered through his Stoic practices, and this is what we must learn to navigate the uncertainties of modern life. Perception is everything, according to Aurelius. He urges us to constantly challenge our assumptions about the world. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This concept is revolutionary because it shifts the source of control from the external world to ourselves. You are not at the mercy of the opinions of others, the outcomes of random events, or the inevitable tragedies of life. You hold the power to frame these events in a way that makes you stronger, more resilient, and more at peace. Aurelius reminds us that how we perceive events shapes our reality. Life is full of events we cannot control, setbacks, rejections, even disasters. But Stoicism, and Marcus in particular, teaches us that none of these things inherently have power over us. We give them power through how we perceive them. This is the most important lesson Marcus gives us. You can reframe anything. One of Marcus' central teachings is that attachment to outcomes and desires leads to suffering. He urges us to let go of things beyond our control. It's the attachment to these external things that causes distress. Marcus Aurelius encourages us to focus on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions. This isn't an invitation to apathy, but a call to take full responsibility for what lies within your power. He often reminds himself in Meditations that the events unfolding around him are not as important as his response to them. There's immense freedom in realizing you don't need to cling to anything outside of yourself to find peace. By focusing on your thoughts, your intentions, and your actions, you achieve a level of detachment that allows you to weather any storm. This is the foundation of Stoic resilience. One of the recurring themes in Marcus' writings is the understanding that everything in life is temporary. Everything passes: pain, pleasure, success, failure. Aurelius urges us to remind ourselves daily of the impermanence of life, not as a morbid thought, but as a liberating one. He understood that by accepting mortality, we free ourselves from the fear that paralyzes so many. If we can grasp that everything is transient, we stop obsessing over things that don't matter and focus on what does, living virtuously, staying calm in adversity, and cherishing the present moment. As Marcus put it, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. This focus on mortality isn't meant to alarm us, but to remind us of the preciousness of each moment. For Marcus Aurelius, the ultimate goal was to cultivate virtue. Virtue, in Stoicism, is the perfection of character. It's about doing what's right, living with integrity, and aligning yourself with nature. This was the supreme aim of life for Marcus. When we strive for virtue, we become immune to the ups and downs of life. External rewards, fame, wealth, or even love, pale in comparison to the peace that comes from knowing you are living according to your principles. Marcus believed that nothing could be better than living virtuously, and nothing could rob you of that peace if you are truly virtuous. Virtue, for him, was not an abstract concept but a daily practice. It means being just in your actions, temperate in your desires, courageous in your decisions, and wise in your thoughts. This, he believed, was the only path to true fulfillment. Aurelius' teachings culminate in the realization that inner freedom is the greatest treasure you will ever possess. External forces may be chaotic, people may come and go, but if you cultivate this inner strength, nothing can disturb your peace. You'll never find anything better than this. That's the essence of Marcus Aurelius' teachings. What is this? It's your ability to control how you respond to life. It's the wisdom to focus on what you can control and let go of the rest. It's the strength to align your actions with virtue. This, above all else, is the key to true happiness and peace. Marcus Aurelius' words offer us timeless guidance. We live in an age of distraction, of constantly seeking something better. Yet, the wisdom of Marcus is clear. You won't find anything better than mastering your own mind and actions. This is the heart of Stoic philosophy. In a world obsessed with more success, more approval, more possessions, Marcus teaches us to look inward, to seek control over ourselves. This is the true treasure. If you found value in this Stoic insight from Marcus Aurelius, subscribe to the channel for more ancient wisdom that can help you navigate modern life. Remember, the greatest power lies not outside of you, but within.